What is up, everyone? Hi, hello, welcome. Thank you for being here today. I am glad you were able to stop by. You are going to be in for a great training today. While we wait for other people to show up and let people, come on in, um, let me tell you a little bit about myself. So my name's Erica. I am a Reiki master and a music medicine practitioner, and I help women find the triggers that they mask with food and eliminate that pattern so that you can start being that fierce warrior that you are, lose weight, and feel good in your body without any of those bad diets or feeling like you're starving yourself or any workout routines that are going to just leave you sore for days. Right? So over the last 6 years, I've been on a journey to lose weight that was caused by overeating junk foods and also finding out that root cause of why I was overeating, right? Because I thought that I needed to weigh a certain amount and fit into, a size small in order for me to feel worthy and beautiful, right? And after trying every weight loss supplement out there, every fad diet, and spending hours at the gym working out without being able to keep my results, I realized that those things were actually causing me more harm than good. And they were also keeping me on that yo-yo diet roller coaster. So this is why I focus on treating the emotional and mental health along with the physical health, because it isn't just about the foods you're eating, right? It's about the things your body is holding on to that are keeping us on to turning to junk food for comfort. So that's what I do. That's a little bit about me. That's a journey I'm on, and I'm just here to help you along that way. So, hey, good to meet you all. All right, so why don't we get started? It's been a couple minutes. All right, so this is the Metamorphic Harmony. Welcome to today's training. I know that you're going to learn a lot about what this Metamorphic Harmony program is. Okay, this is what I use. This is the exact process that I used in order for me to lose 10 pounds in 6 weeks and then keep it off. Okay, I didn't starve myself, right? No fad diets, right? I wasn't hitting the gym, killing myself on the treadmill or on the Stairmaster or any of those other dieting factors, right? That's how I was able to lose 6 pounds without doing any of that stuff, right? Because I thought that I had to starve myself and burn more calories by killing myself doing cardio so that I could lose weight. And that's what we all do, right? That's kind of what society and the nutrition companies have taught us, is that you have to eat less and exercise more, and that's how you're going to lose weight, right? So you see, when I first started this journey, I was in a really bad depression, right? I had PTSD that was kicking my ass, and between my job, going to the gym, and weekly therapy appointments, I still would go sneak off into the kitchen and fill the void, right? With the depression alone, it was hard for me to even get out of bed. All I wanted to do was sleep and stuff my face. That was it. But then after, a few weeks of doing that and putting on a crap ton of pounds, then I would feel guilty and shameful. So then I'd start that yo-yo diet roller coaster, right? Where then I would diet and do whatever it was at that time that I wanted, right? Calorie deficits, calorie counting, keto, and the list goes on. And I just kept going back and forth, right? I would get tired of doing a fat diet, then I'd go back to just wanting to sleep all the time and stuffing my face. And my cabinets were stacked with things that weren't good for me, things that were feeding my depression, right? Things like Cactus Cooler, hot Cheetos, Oreos, right? All that processed junk food that temporarily makes us happy, right? While we're eating it, maybe a little bit afterwards. But then, like 30 minutes later, we're back to feeling like shit. But that's how my cabinets were stacked. So then I was always right back to feeding that emotion, that yo-yo diet roller coaster, that cycle, never-ending cycle that it feels like we're stuck in, right? I felt like I was addicted to food. Right? So after attempting all these numerous diets, all sorts of gym memberships, I took a yoga class, not realizing that it would change everything I thought about food, which is weird, right? Because it's a yoga class. So inside this class, they did a lesson with sound healing. And to my surprise, I ended up leaving all those bottled up emotions on the mat. I didn't really know what sound healing was at that point. I've never heard of it. I didn't even know the yoga class was offering that. I literally went there to work out and leave all my frustration out on the mat. So when that sound healing happened after the exercise, literally it broke that bottle that I was trying to bottle up all my emotions in, and then I just left everything on the mat. So of course, the researcher in me, after I got out of the class and the weeks and months following, I quickly began researching everything and learning all that I could about sound healing. And I fell in love. So I went and got certified. That way I could also show others the same process I used to drop 6 pounds in my first week. And that's how Metamorphic Harmony was born. Boom, just like that. Right. I lost 6 pounds in 1 week without starving myself, like I said earlier. Right. I wasn't spending hours at the gym. I changed nothing, except that I started listening to sound healing music every day for 15 minutes. That is the only thing I changed. Nothing else. I was still eating the way I had been eating. Right? I still was plopped on the couch watching Netflix all day because I wanted to distract myself from the depression and the burnout that I was experiencing. But all I did was start playing sound healing 15 minutes every day. And it was during this time that I discovered that there needs to be this integration between your mind, your body, and your emotions if you want to stop starving yourself on diets and endlessly running on that hamster wheel to drop the body fat, right? Because again, that's what they teach us. Everywhere you turn, they tell you, eat less, exercise more. You need cardio to lose weight. You need to build muscle to burn fat. And you need to starve yourself. Can't have any of the foods you love, right? But no one ever tells you about this integration between your mind, body, and your emotions that needs to happen in order to achieve that result that you want. Right, so 5 months ago, one of my clients began implementing the step from Metamorphic Harmony. She went from a size 3XL to a size XL and lost 40 pounds. No dieting, no gym time, just by following the training videos inside Metamorphic Harmony. So through this process, clients have experienced not only the weight loss, the weight loss transformations, but whole body health transformations, right? Transformations on an emotional level, on a physical level, on a mental level. Same transformations that I went through. And before you can start using diet and exercise to address weight loss and health, you first have to look at your whys. Do you know your whys? Right? Because if you're anything like me, food is what you pile over all these bottled up emotions so they can stay buried deep within ourselves. And the more these emotions try to come out, the more food you throw on them to keep them buried, right? Who's with me? If you're with me, if this is making sense, if you're kind of mind blown right now because this is something new that you've never heard of, drop a comment, drop a number one, drop a hey, that's me. It sounds like me. Let me know where you're at. Let me know what you're thinking. Right. So let me really burn this into your brain, because this is something that I didn't know and that I had to learn the hard way. Just because you ignore your feelings doesn't mean they don't exist. I'm going to say that again. Just because you ignore your feelings doesn't mean they don't exist. They just display themselves in the physical form, right? Such as being overweight, stress, overeating, disease. Okay, so how many of you here ignore your emotions? You know you're feeling something, someone pissed you off, but instead of addressing it and dealing with it, you just kind of bite your tongue and pretend to ignore it, like everything's fine. Everything's fine. And then here comes the food to make yourself feel better, right? Because everything's not fine. When you ignore your feelings, they scream in other ways, like overeating, gaining weight, disease, stress, and so on and so forth. All right, these suppressed feelings, they take root in your body and in your energy centers, right? Have you ever heard of chakras? I'm sure you've heard the word, right? These are your energy centers. So when you suppress all these feelings and all these emotions that you try to ignore, they're not just out of sight, out of mind. They just get trapped in your body. They take root in there, right? In your body, in your chakras, right? And the job of your chakras is to help all your organs, your body, your mind, your emotions work at their best level. That's the job of the chakras. I don't know if you knew that. All right, so the chakras are there to help your organs, your body, your mind, and your emotions work at their best level. So if you have suppressed emotions, guess what? Your chakras aren't doing their job because the emotions are there. And it causes an imbalance. And in these chakras, your body then becomes sick, right? That's a physical percussion that comes from the suppressed emotions that you're throwing in your body. And you feel it, right? You feel it every day when maybe you're trying to walk up the stairs and you're huffing and puffing and your heart's beating. Or maybe you're diabetic or pre-diabetic. Maybe you have high cholesterol. All these things is because your chakras can't do their job because these suppressed feelings and emotions have taken root all over your body because you haven't addressed them. Okay, so when you try to suppress your emotions, they get trapped in your body and they keep you from losing weight, right? From breaking free of that emotional eating and all the yo-yo diet roller coasters. They keep you stuck because technically your emotions are stuck. When you suppress them, they just get stuck in your body. And then it spills out over into your life. So this is why weight loss begins with your emotions, because you're using a coping mechanism when you're just feeding your feelings. When you're using food to suppress your emotions, when you're using food to fill a need or to fill a void, it's a coping mechanism. So how do we cope in a healthy manner? Some people go to the gym, leave their stress there. Some people try to leave all their feelings on a yoga mat. Some people eat. But are those actually coping in a healthy manner, or are those just still using unhealthy coping mechanisms? Right? So music medicine helps with connecting your body, so connecting with your body so that you can feel your feels, right? That's what it does. That's what sound healing is. It's music medicine, right? And it changes your habits from suppressing them. I know, crazy, right? That something as simple as music can help you not suppress your feelings, help you change those habits. But what it also does is that on a physical level, it detoxes your cells from all the toxic foods that you're eating, from all the toxins in your environment, right? It helps you detox your cells. And at the same time, it removes that craving those cravings that you're chasing. Don't believe me? Stay here, keep watching. If you don't believe me, drop a number 2 in the comments. Right? But if you're intrigued, right? Curiosity has gotten in there. Drop a number 1. Once this process is done, this is where the rewiring begins so that you can keep the cravings at bay. Right? Because that's what happens with music medicine, right? It rewires those neural pathways. See, the habits that you're in right now are neural pathways. Imagine them like a road, right? You know exactly how to get to the freeway from your house to the stoplight and get on that freeway. Why would you go any other route? You already know that route. Well, it's the same thing with your brain. These neural pathways are habits, and when you try to change these habits, your brain kind of goes with, no, why would I do that? I already know that the route to do whatever we're going to do. I have this route already. So why would I change it? Why would I go a different way? Right? So the music medicine helps that rewiring process so that your brain is a little bit more okay with you changing these habits and creating new roads. Right? So earlier I mentioned, what is your why? So after we start helping your brain rewire and creating these new pathways, in order to keep them, we have to know our whys. Right? So this is where why comes into place. So instead of reaching for that bag of Oreos, we have to use the answers to the why questions and allow them to be the roadmap to where we want to go, like a GPS. Right? So if our brain already has that pathway, now we're telling it to go a different pathway, but there's going to be resistance because it doesn't want to do that. But when we have the answers to our why questions, it makes it easier for our brain to follow that new pathway, that new roadmap. Right? So music medicine already kind of laid out that foundation, like we're going this way. This is our end game. This is our point B. But now you got to put down the road. Those are your habits. Once you lay down the road, you're good, but you can't lay down the road without answering your whys. Because the main reason to lose weight can't be to lose weight. So if you're here, you're struggling because you've been trying to lose weight and you can't. And something that you always probably say is, I just want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. But you never dig deeper than that. Because lose weight is too superficial. That's not the real reason you want to lose weight. So why do you want to lose weight? Do you know what your reason is to want to lose weight? Is that something that you know of? One of the main reasons that diets fail is because your only true north is weight loss. Because all you keep saying is, I just want to lose weight, the superficial part of it. And not having that true north of why you want to lose weight, it doesn't help you change your habits permanently, right? It just helps you for the duration of the diet. So if you sit there and say, I'm doing a 30-day meal plan, Well, then your true north is only a 30-day meal plan. And at the end of those 30 days, what's going to happen? You're going to go back to your old eating habits, right? Because your brain didn't actually create new habits, new pathways. It just took a temporary detour, and then it's back on to the same path. Okay? And you can't change your habits without really identifying why you need to change. Saying that you want to lose weight, that alone isn't enough to change your habits. If it was, you would have already met your goals. You would have stayed there. You would have created those new habits, right? If wanting to lose weight was enough, we wouldn't be struggling as a nation in this obesity epidemic. Because saying you want to lose weight is not enough. It's too superficial. You need to dig deep and find out your why. Why do you want to? Now, you remember the no gym workouts, right? No diets, no gyms. I am still holding strong to that promise. Yes. The only physical part to this metamorphic harmony is changing your meal choices. That's it. You can still enjoy your burger. You can still make sure that you're eating the foods that provide nourishment and having your burger, right? Not just eating the burger to feed whatever mood you're in. Right? That's what this whole metamorphic harmony is. Because I used to get so mad when I had pre-diabetes several years ago, and doctors would tell me, you can't have Mexican food. And it would kill me because I'm Mexican. The hell am I supposed to eat? It mind boggled me when they would tell me this. And they would say, well, yeah, Mexican food is unhealthy, so you can't have it. And at first I believed it because I'm okay, they're doctors. They know more than I do. But eventually, when I would starve myself from having Mexican food, right? My home cooked meals, I started questioning, do they have a point to what they're saying? Is this real? Because I'm like, how can Mexican food be unhealthy, or any ethnic food for that reason was what they were telling me, avoid ethnic foods. And I'm like, we each come from a different place with our own food. So what's the issue here? And that's when I really started digging deep into all the nutrition factors of things to find out if that was actually true. And I actually found out, no, it's not true, which is why we're here and I'm training people on the metamorphic harmony. Because you still can have the foods that you love and nourish your body at the same time. You can have them. And this is where the metamorphic harmony comes into play, right? Because every part of you is connected. Right? Remember earlier we talked about the mind, body, emotion integrations, right? All of you is connected. The physical part of you is connected. The emotional part of you is connected. The mentality part of you is connected. You can't have one without the other. You are completely connected. So rather than treating them as separate entities, you have to treat them as one. And that's really a big problem with our healthcare system, is that we treat every part of us separately, even just on the physical level, right? You get some sort of heart disease, cholesterol. What do? They send you to a heart doctor, right? You go see a cardiologist. You get diabetes. What happens? You go see an endocrinologist, right? A diabetes doctor. You are in pain, you go see a pain management doctor. You're struggling with sleep, you go see a sleep doctor. When in reality, all we're doing by treating ourselves as a separate entity is just slapping a Band-Aid on it and calling it a day. You're treating the symptoms, not the actual cause. But with metamorphic harmony, we start treating us as a whole, right? As one, not separate entities. Which is why I created the Metamorphic Harmony, because we have to treat ourselves as one. I mean, if I need surgery, I'm going to go see a surgeon, but that surgeon isn't going to tell me that I need to take care of my diabetes or give me diabetic treatment, right? He's only going to treat the surgery part. So we need to come together and treat everything as a whole. If I have diabetes, there's an issue for that. It's not just my liver. It's everything, right? It's all one. So, starting on October 1st, I'm going to be launching a 6-week training, right? Where we will meet once a week to discuss how you're going to implement what you're learning in the training videos, right? How you can practice that mind, body, emotion connection, and to have accountability. So here's how it's going to look like. Okay. On week 1, we're going to talk about the 7 needs that your body needs in order for your body to thrive. There's 7 things that we need to be able to thrive and live our best life, which is what we're going to go over on week 1. On week 2, we go over how emotions are connected, how they're connected to our food choices, how every disease in the body can be linked back to your suppressed emotions. Okay? And then we're going to move on to how mindsets and intention setting play a role in losing weight and reclaiming your health, right? Setting that point B, I want to get to point B, and laying down that foundation to pave the way. Then on week 4, we get into just exactly how sound healing affects the body, right? Even on a scientific level, like what's actually happening and how is it changing things for you. Then on week 5 is the importance of your gut health, right? For weight loss, for, how your microbiome affects your mood and how sugar's like affecting everything that happens in the body, right? In the last week, we're going to go over the truth about calories, right? Are all calories created equal? So these are the things that we're going to discuss that you're going to learn, which is everything that I did, everything that my clients have done to get results, to have been able to keep them off. Okay. But additionally, for the first 10 people that sign up, I want to give you guys a little extra help to kind of help you along the way during those 6 weeks, right? These are bonuses. If you're the first 10 people, these are extra bonuses that you're going to be getting for being one of the first 10 people to sign up. And what you're going to get is a technique that's going to help you curb your cravings and help you manage your emotions in the moment. Then you're also going to get a micro hypnotherapy session that's going to help you make better food choices, right? So to add to your music medicine, just extra help, an extra shabam, And then you're also going to get a micro intention setting session, right? It's going to help you stay on track, to give you that brick by brick by brick layout as to where you want to go to get you there. Right? So if you're ready to start sounding off the pounds, right, without eating any pellets or breaking your body at the gym, and just start harmonizing your emotions and eliminating all the triggers that make your belly grumble, right? That make your belly grumble for food, because let's face it, diets kind of make us more hungry. Right? So if you're ready to eliminate all that, then I have 20 spots open right now to take on people who want to join the Metamorphic Harmony. So if this sounds like you, if this is something that you're interested in, maybe something that you want to know more about, then I want you to drop the words #LoseIt in the comments, and I'll get you the full details. All right. So again, training will start, the 6-week training will start on October 1st. So if you're ready, if you're interested, drop the words #lose it in the comments and we'll chat. We'll give you all the details. See if this is for you, if this is something that you're interested in or curious about. And I hope to talk to you soon. Thank you for attending. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And we'll talk soon.